Now I've imported another data set here that tells you about the strollers that were pushed in by males and females in the Sacramento Zoo in Sacramento, California. The data set is not so important other than to illustrate some of the features of Excel, specifically sorting and filtering, which tends to be very useful and very important to work with data. So let's check it out. Let's see what we can do in filtering. As you can see, there is a whole bunch of data, and it's arranged by in many things, but in this case, day and weather. So you can see the weather can either be clear, sunny, overcast, sunny, clear, clear, breezy, so on. And day of the week is just Saturday, Sunday, because this study was only done on the weekend. So let's say we want to see all of the data together for the times that it was clear and sunny. In this case, we'll need to use filters. So the way to do that is you just click on this button in the data tab of the ribbon, filter, and it will these little drop downs will pop up on the heading row. So we go into the weather heading row and click the drop down, and it gives us a list of all of the different values in that field. So say we only want clear and sunny, we use that, and we have just clear and sunny. It has filtered, and as you can see here, the row numbers are missing. So between 2 and 4, 3 is missing, and between 9 and 19, like a whole bunch of different numbers are missing. It's because it has hidden them all and only shown us the ones where it is clear and sunny. And now say we want the clear and sunny, but only on Saturday. So we go into the day drop down menu and click and unselect Sunday. So we only have Saturday selected and hit OK. So these are all the clear and sunny data points that we're taking on a Saturday. And again, you can filter by as many columns as you like and as many times as you like. And this is very, very useful if you just want to get a quick sense of some of the data points in the data set that you're working with. So filter can be very useful. Now let's talk about the sorting features. Let's say we want to sort in ascending order based on the column strollers. So in order to do that, we just select the entire column, and this is one of the good things about Excel is that you don't need to select the entire data set. You just need to be careful with sorting when selecting a column. So say we select a column, and the sorting here we want to do A to Z. So we just click this button up here, and this window will pop up, and it will warn us that we are trying to sort just on one column, and do we want to expand the selection to cover the entire data set, or just continue with that one column? In almost every case, we want to expand the selection. Never continue with the current selection, because that will mess up your data, and then that data will become very meaningless very quickly. So expand selection and sort. So now it has sorted all of them in ascending order. So 1, 3, 4, as you can see here, they're well sorted. And it has subsequently sorted all of the rest of the columns, all of the rest of the rows, all of the rest of the columns in order to keep a row intact. And again, we can do the same thing and sort it the other way. So we select it. Remember, we sorted A to Z, and now we can flip it around and sort from Z to A. Again, this same window has popped up. Again, we hit continue with selection and sort, and it has done the same thing. Let's try that one more time. You again do not want to continue with selection. That's what I did last time, which was a mistake. So let's just fix that. We want to, oh, sorry, not this one. We want to filter and expand the selection and sort. And now it has expanded the selection and sorted it in descending order. And you can do fancier sorts as well if you click on this button, and you can sort by multiple columns. So let's say we want to sort largest to smallest strollers, And then once this sorting is done, or whenever you have a tie here on different values, such as 12, 12, 12, 12, we again want this to be sorted, but by the next column, push mail. And we want this to go smallest to largest, and hit OK. And now then when you have 12, 12, 12, 12 here, it has sorted this part 1, 5, 6, 6. Again, that goes back down to 3 when it's 11 here, 3, 6. And it is sorted by 2 columns, as you can see. The second column is used when there's a tie in the first column. And another great feature of Excel is that it lets you lock certain rows on the screen. For example, we can scroll down on this sheet and we no longer know what the names of the columns are. And if you have tens of thousands of records and you're 10,000 rows down, scrolling back up to just see the names of the columns and scrolling back down to see the values becomes very tedious very quickly. So Excel has a very nice feature that lets you lock certain rows and columns in place. So in order to do that, just select a cell that is below the rows that you want to lock and to the right of the columns that you want to lock. So with cell B2 selected, we can lock column A and row 1. Let me tell you what that means. In the View tab, you go to the Freeze Panes section and you say Freeze Pane. So you can also just do Freeze Top Row and Freeze First Column, which will just do what they say, but you can do more than that. Actually, let's freeze the first 2 columns in the top row. So we go here and hit Freeze Panes. Now when we scroll down, see, we can scroll all the way down and the column names are still on the screen. And no matter how far down you scroll, they'll always be on the screen. So you never have to scroll back up to see the name of the column. And if you were to scroll to the right, the column names will stick around. I mean, the row names would stick around. So the strollers in push mail, we locked them and we froze them in place, and now you can scroll all the way to the right and they'll still be there. And this is very handy when using Excel to peruse through data. And there are many different functions in Excel to deal with text that we did at the beginning of the section. And I encourage you to go through them and to check them out. There are too many for us to do them all in this lecture and won't be very useful. But according to the problem you're solving, you'll find at least a few functions that would be of value. These are just the text functions over here. And I encourage you to go through them. Thanks a lot. See you next time.